From the Opubco Studios at Britain and Broadway, you're listening to a News OK podcast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the News OK Comics podcast. I'm Matt Price here with Kyle Roberts. We're going to talk about a couple new releases, a couple new series, and also a couple new comebacks from DC Comics. We're not going to try to give that away for you too much, make you look at the comics yourself. But Adventure Comics number 0, $1. You get the reprint of the first team-up of Superboy and Legion of Superheroes. And then Jeff Johns and Francis Manapul. Francis Manapul recently of Legion of Superheroes. Jeff Johns, you know, from Flash, JSA, Green Lantern, write a 6-page backup story about Brainiac and Luthor, and then the final page reveals a possible return of a long-awaited character. And then we will briefly touch on Legion of Three Worlds. If you have worried recently that your comics don't take you enough time to read, you just breeze through them, you should be checking out Legion of Three Worlds. Incredibly dense art by George Perez. He throws everything out there. A lot going on in this story. And you also get another return of a young character. So another enjoyable Legion of Three Worlds. Even if you're a little burned out on Final Crisis, I think they could have just called this Legion of Three Worlds, not even put the Final Crisis in there. It would have been fine.
And speaking of reprints, and Darkhawk, at the end of it, they have the original Darkhawk from the early 90s.
Yeah, the entire first issue of Darkhawk from the early 90s, which I might have enjoyed better than the new story.
Yeah, I think that was probably the highlight of this whole comic. The story itself, they're trying to kind of bring him back. You have a mysterious being fall from the sky, and he basically doesn't want to hurt the people he loves. Same kind of storyline you see in several superhero movies, especially teenagers that can't control their powers or something like that.
Darkhawk has been popping around the Marvel Universe for the last couple years as they kind of have worked their way towards a comeback. He appeared in that Loners miniseries, and he's been appearing in Nova. And it seems like maybe the time was right to bring him back, and C.B. Cebulski has written some neat stuff. And from what I understand, was pretty involved with the Marvel Ultimate Alliance game as well. I'm not sure if this is, in the 2 issues we have here tying in with War of Kings, we're going to get enough of the Chris Powell Darkhawk to know if we want him to return or not. But he's got a good visual, and it's possible we could see more out of him. I think we were probably lukewarm on the first issue, however.
Yeah. They should bring him in Dark Reign. Darkhawk,
Dark Reign.
Already has dark in the title.
And for another Dark Reign tie-in, yeah.
Black Panther. Who is this chick on the front?
Black Panther is back, and he's a woman.
We're still not sure who it is. They kind of hint to a few different people throughout the comic. Mm-hmm. Basically, it looks like Black Panther is no more, or
not in position to be the Black Panther.
Right,
anyway. Yeah, this is written by Reginald Hudlin and ties into what's going on with Dark Reign. Namor makes an appearance, and you find out Black Panther sort of invited to join the Cabal. He kind of turns it down, and then things go bad for Black Panther, and you've kind of got a mystery. It's sort of told out of order, so you kind of have flashbacks, flash forwards.
I like that kind of movie cut sequence. Okay, yeah. 5 hours ago now, 4 hours ago now.
Mm-hmm. So I thought this was the more successful of the 2 launches, setting up a mystery that's going to maybe propel people to buy it for a few issues. And as you know, sort of some of the classic ways to get people to try out a comic they haven't tried in a while. Relaunch with a new number 1, they've done that. Mm-hmm. Change the costume, they've done that. Change the character inside the costume, they've done that. So they've certainly thrown a lot of the typical tricks against the wall. As far as the first issue, I think it was successful. It's intriguing enough that I want to pick up the second issue and see what happens.
With the whole Dark Reign storyline.
Yeah, and still tying in with Dark Reign as well.
Follow this as well.
Exactly.
Now also at the end they kind of have a montage of through the years kind of thing.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Black Panther, here's kind of the background, here's the history. Of course, Black Panther is the king and protector of Wakanda, an African nation that's best known for its access to vibranium, which is a powerful metal that has a lot of unusual properties in the Marvel Universe.
They're big in technology.
Yeah, so, and the Black Panther is the protector, thus when the Black Panther is incapacitated this issue, there must be a new Black Panther, and judging from the cover and some of the flash forwards within, that's going to be a female character in the near future. So, what'd you think, Kyle? What'd you like this week?
I'm going to say this is my favorite.
Yeah, all right. I was close on Black Panther. I also like Legion of Three Worlds, but let's give it to Black Panther for trying a new launch as our pick of the week. So, for Kyle Roberts, I'm Matt Price. Thanks for watching.